Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Whoa! That's a way to start a video. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah! Hey everyone, welcome back to Walker Farm Fam. Thank you so much for joining us. The weather has finally warmed up in our favor. He's gonna shoot! And he misses. So, what are we doing today? Ransom, you wanna come tell him?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let me see your hair.
Oh no.
Look at my hair. We need haircuts really bad. We're starting the new year off right with fresh haircuts. Does that sound good?
No.
So hopefully you guys are having a happy new year. I'm gonna start off by beating my son. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna start off by beating Ransom a basketball. Woo! All right, here we go, here we go. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, air ball.
Air ball.
Into the back of the truck. You better be ready for this. All right, let's take him right here. Let's take him right here. Behind the back. Oh. 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 All right, I'm getting beat. I'm beat. What am I gonna do? All right, so we are starting the year off with a little warmer weather, thankfully. Oh, get that out of here! Get that out of here, Ren, man. That's what you get for trying to beat your dad. There you go, buddy. All right, I gotta do some chores. Animals need fed. We got places to go, people to see, and hair to get cut. Well, after the really cold spell we had, this warm weather is making me have a really good mood. I love, love, love nice weather, and we are blessed today. Also, a new year, new you, is what we say, right guys? So we're gonna come around here and get the animals fed. Hey! So we are still really enjoying our feeders. Zena, come on. From Lakeland Farm and Ranch Direct. They are awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Brandon, Happy New Year. You survived Thanksgiving. You survived Christmas. You are just gonna be around for a while, I have a feeling. Zena, be nice. So the ducks are over under the hay bale, I have a feeling, because they have unlimited food now and they don't get up unless they have to. So you can see they're all just relaxing over there. We'll get them some new water in a little bit. So I'm gonna bring you guys along in a little bit. Ranger and myself went over to the remodel house this morning and we got some work done over there. So we'll try to catch you up on that. We have sheetrock coming in next week, so we're trying to get done. But we found, I'll call it an ancient artifact. Semi-ancient, like mid-90s, up in the attic. And makes you wonder who it belonged to. Hello, Alfred. So Alfred is a sweetheart. Here you go, honey. Honey can be sweet. I'm not gonna call her a sweetheart because her name is deceiving. You would think with a name like Honey, she would be sweet all of the time, but guess what? She's being sweet right now. She's not spitting on me. All right, I'll come over here and feed you guys. Here, honey. Honey. Oh, there you go. So Honey and Alfred never really skip a beat with the cold weather. They are built for this, so to speak. But we often get the question, why do we not give our dogs eggs? Well, hey, I see you sneaking around the corner. You gonna take care of your rabbits? I'll help you if you need help, okay? What are you doing? Was you going to go get some targets?
Yeah.
All right, I see your little BB over there.
Yep.
All right, that's awesome, buddy. Go for it. after you take care of the rabbits. All right, so why do we not give our eggs to our dogs? Well, this is all of the eggs we got yesterday, okay? We got 3 eggs. So the problem is, no, we're gonna put it in her food dish. The problem is, these eggs were frozen last night. So usually when we have frozen eggs, we will give them, if we have dirty eggs, we'll give them to the dogs. But, watch out, girl, watch out. That one would probably be okay. You wanna give that to her, or you wanna give it to Shelby and Bella?
Shelby and Bella.
Shelby and Bella? All right, give Shelby and Bella those 2, okay? But we need our eggs most of the time. Right now, I think we have about 15 eggs in the house. We had 18 until I ate breakfast. But we need our eggs most of the time. So the dogs know they don't always get an egg, but sometimes they do. So you can't reach that over there, buddy. You have to go over by the van. Our caller won't let her go that far, okay? Just spread them out a little bit. We'll go over here. Make sure you guys see the dogs getting an egg. Yep. Okay, come do the other one. You can just toss it. Sometimes Bella likes to eat the shell. Ransom can practice his egg cracking skills. Good job, buddy. Now those eggs would have been good if we would have wanted to eat them right now, but sometimes when they're frozen, they come out with a weird texture. No, the smell's normal. They just have a weird texture. When we give people our farm fresh eggs, sometimes they're a little weirded out anyway, which I don't really understand. They're kind of weirded out by farm fresh eggs versus store-bought. They think that store-bought eggs are perfectly safe and farm fresh might not be. It should be the opposite, right, Ransom?
Yeah.
Farm fresh eggs should be the safest one. So, to quit weirding people out, we'll give the frozen eggs to the dogs. All right, so Ransom just fed his rabbits and Mazzies. Make sure they got plenty of food, and we'll fill up their water too. Yep, looks good. So Miss Ruby has gotten a different type of water now. We have a stainless steel or metal bowl, and that keeps her from chewing on it. Also, if it freezes, we just turn it over, dump it, and it doesn't bust the waters. So switching from plastic to a metal type water or rubber water. We have a rubber water over here, and that works best. Look at Ruby. She really likes the attention. She's a good girl, Ruby. She's a good girl. Well, I went in and checked with Cassie. She's gonna go check on the donkeys with me. But some of you guys were asking about the crib that was by our Christmas tree. We actually finally got in touch with the DHS worker. She had been on vacation, so we are gonna get to deliver it in just a little bit. A brand new foster baby had placement. Right now, the baby is sleeping in a pack and play, and Cassie and I know all too well about pack and plays. It's great for temporary, but long term, a crib and a nice mattress is the way to go. So we're going to deliver that in a little bit. If you guys, we've had people ask, where do you go to find out about foster families that may be in need or need help? And it's the care portal, but it's 111project.org. I believe it's .org. 111, 111, 111, 111project.org. So you guys can go check it out. The boss is back in the seat. The boss of the mule. Not the boss of me.
The boss lady.
The boss lady. All right, I like that. On to the donkeys, boss lady.
Did you hear that people say I complain about having to feed cows?
Nah, I never heard that.
Guys, if I'm complaining about the cows or any animal, it's a joke. It's sarcasm. I like to pester Gary about his cows. I don't dislike doing chores. I'm not a complainer. I'm a jokester.
Did you actually feed the cows?
Probably not.
I was going to say that'd be something to complain about if she actually did it. That would be the first.
I just want to remind people that most of what I say is a joke.
Yeah, Cassie has a lot of sarcasm, Sometimes, all right, sometimes it hurts my feelings and I cry at night, but I'm usually better the next day.
I saw something crazy this morning I'm gonna have to tell you about in a second.
Okay. Well, let's see where Benny's at in the pen while Cassie's gonna tell us that in a second. So I moved Benny's water all the way down. If you saw catching up with the walkers, you saw that. Benny boy, come on. Oh, Benny always yells at us when we go by. He's like, I'm right here.
What are you yelling about, Ben? I'm mad that I didn't get any babies yet. I was supposed to get a baby before Christmas. Huh? What happened with that?
Hey, Benny did his job.
What happened with that? He didn't do it at the right time, apparently.
Well,
If y'all are just fat and not having babies, you're all gone.
all right, ladies, you heard her. She said if you're not going to have some babies, she's going to have to reconsider your citizenship at Walker Farm.
And some of y'all might be saying, oh, that's terrible. You only got them with babies? Well, yeah. One, I love them, and I enjoy them. But the point of getting the donkeys was, one, to be able to enjoy the cuteness of them and their babies, but two, to be profitable. So we're not just a hobby farm. So to have these donkeys and feed these donkeys their babies, telling them is supposed to pay
For that cup of food?
that food, that hay, that shelter.
That hay ring, the land that we're sitting on. Yeah, they don't make the wisest decisions. They get kind of
Now y'all have food all over the ground.
mad at each other, but there's plenty of food to go around.
But what I'm saying is, to be profitable, we need babies to sell. Or for me just to keep them, I mean either way. But we can't do that if they're not having babies.
Well, I would love to look at your profit and loss statement. When was the last time you ran a P&L?
And that's why I give you a hard time about your cows. Because you are profitable with your cows. But my chickens and my donkeys and my sheep have not strummed up a lot of profit.
Well,
So,
they are cute though.
I have to pretend to hate the cows or not like the cows or make jokes about it to make myself feel better.
Oh, okay. We love all our animals, even Carrie Underwood.
But we don't allow freeloaders on the farm. You have babies, you continue to stay here.
There you go. There's the rules, girls. Focus on what matters. All right. We do the best with what we got. That's what we do. Mrs. June, I think she's specifically talking about you and your buddy right here, but the rest of them, they get a pass because it hasn't even been their time yet.
Dolly, when it was her time, she had a baby.
Yeah.
June last time, when it was her time, she had a baby. Loretta has yet to have a baby in a year and a half.
Has it been? Hadn't
May
been
was
2
a
years.
year. She was supposed to be pregnant when we had her.
Okay.
Both the other ones
And
had
then we
babies,
got-
and she never did.
Okay.
Then we got Benny, in case she just wasn't pregnant. We've had Benny
2 years on Mother's Day.
2 years on Mother's Day.
So it was almost 2.5 years.
True, because we got them 2 years ago in November. We got them.
Yeah.
So Loretta's been here 2 years and hasn't had a baby.
Yep. So she's on the hot seat. If there was a hot seat, Loretta, you're it. That's all right. We're going to give her a little bit more time because there's a
Honestly,
chance.
she probably won't go anywhere. But if nobody's having babies, then something ain't right. It's either him, which it can't be him because we got that one. Maybe Gary's not feeding them right.
Whatever. Look at all this. They've got all this land now. All right, I'm going to fill their water up. They have went through the water today. So
Let me tell you what I saw this morning.
what did you?
So me, Mazzy, Ransom, we're headed to my varsity girls basketball practice. And we were, if you're local, you know the road Carbide, but we were on Carbide. And there's a railroad track that you might see a train on once every 2 or 3 years. But we're coming up to it, and it's a pretty good bump if you hit it very hard, so you got to slow down. And you know what we're talking about, Gary?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I'm going to slow down, and the car in front of me like slows down a bunch, and I look, and right in front of us, this Bobcat runs on the railroad track in the road. You know,
not a skid steer Bobcat.
No, a real Bobcat. And then, like, it's on the railroad tracks, but it's on the road, so there's material in between the holes, you know. But then it gets off the road onto the railroad track that like has space between the tracks and the ground, and it nose dives and flips.
What?
Because it was running so fast.
Where's the dash cam when you need
I know.
So our dash cam wire is broken. I got to get a new one.
I know. It flips, gets back on its feet because it's a cat and they're agile, and keeps running without even stopping. But it was Ransom was like, "How do you know it's a Bobcat?" I was like, 1, it didn't have a tail. 2, it was big, and that wasn't a regular cat. That was a Bobcat. But it just ran right out in front of us.
That's awesome.
So, and it went end over end and got back on his feet without missing a beat. So that's my story for today.
Wish though, I'm gonna have to get that replaced. We have a dash cam in the van, and the cable got pulled out of its socket when it plugs in, and so we need to get a new one.
Yeah, like the adapter and the wire got pulled out, so it wasn't fixable.
Yeah, this is the second time a dash cam would have been really handy. So Cassie, I told the subscribers already this morning, while Ranger and I went over to the remodel house, we got some work done, but I found, I would call it an ancient artifact in the attic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was probably from, my guess is the late 80s, early 90s.
What, a big rat turd?
No, well, there were probably a few of those too. But this brought back a really good memory and a really bad memory all at the same time. So
Okay.
I want to show them first, and then I'll tell you what it was. We are back again. This time it's early in the morning. So the remodel house over here in Peggs, Oklahoma. If you're not familiar, this is the first time you're seeing this. This is a house that belongs to my parents, and we are currently remodeling it. And next week we are getting sheetrock. So today Ranger came over. He wants to earn a little bit of extra money for a upcoming card conference or something. Playing cards, baseball, basketball. He's starting to collect those a little more, and he wants to earn a little extra money. So today we're going to do some work inside. I've got wiring to do, and I'll show you what Ranger's going to work on. So if you haven't been in here in a little bit, we've been wiring. So I've got some new switches in, got new 4-way switch up here, so it has multiple access points. The dining room, I ran some wire last night. Ran some wire for some plug-ins last night right here. I got that. I thought I needed a plug-in right there because there's no way to plug anything in. If you put an end table or something right there, you might need it. So Ranger's job today is going to be in this room. So we're going to clean it out, but everything on the ceiling needs to come off. So there's little pieces of 1x2. Currently, the ceiling has wood on it. And what we're going to do is have the sheetrockers go ahead and put sheetrock up against it, so that way it matches the rest of the house. So we're going to remove all the 1x2s and get some sheetrock put up there later on. But that's it. That's Ranger's job, is going to be tear this down. But first things, he'll have to clean all this out. I'll help a little bit with that too. Think you can do it? Yeah. All right, he's got this. Well, Ranger's first request was to put a little heat on, so I told him to come warm his hands up right here, but we turned the heat up to a blazing 50 degrees. So he's going to go through there and take those strips down. I'm going to come in here and finish running some wire. Then I got to cut the electric off to wire some things up. Why? Because this house is completely different. Every single light has power ran to the light, and then from there comes down to the switch. So a normal house, normal wiring, I could turn the switch off, and then I could go change that light fixture out. But if you do that in this house, you will get shocked. So don't ask me how I know. Well, I just came down from the attic, one of my least favorite places, because, well, it's not a lot of room up there, which is one of the reasons I have this hat on. If I bump my head on the rafters, it protects my head. But I found a vintage out-of-state find up in the attic. Let me show you. All right, this is a Pikes Peak size, let's see, size 2 to 4. I made it. 14,110 feet, Pikes Peak, Colorado. All right, so you guys let me know down in the comments. Have you ever been to Pikes Peak? And if you have, what year do you think this shirt was made? Based on this house, I'm guessing that's about a mid-80s shirt. And it was actually right above Ranger's head up here, because right there's where the attic space was, so people put their boxes of just junk up there that they don't need. Let there be light. Oh. So we're gonna do a recap of what we've done so far and what's left. So we gotta get all of this little boards with nails sticking up out of here. But Ranger, this needs to come down, just the surrounding, because they're gonna put sheetrock up. That probably unscrews like that, needs to come down. And then all of this quarter round trim, or all this trim all the way around the room. Everything up against the ceiling, because they're gonna put sheetrock up against it. You got that? You got this? Knuckles? Knuckles? He thought he was done. All right, well, you're not. A little bit more work to do. But you're doing a good job, and you're gonna get paid, so look at the bright side.
I get paid good.
Look at the bright side. All right. Okay, so recap while Ranger's doing that. We have that done. We have his room done as far as wiring goes. This side's done. This room is finished. The bathroom, we need to run one wire from this brown vent over to this. Right now it's 2 separate lights. And I want that light, and that light all to come on at the same time whenever we turn the switch on. So we're gonna have to run one, I'll get in the attic, run one wire over, and then this light used to be a hall light because this was a long hallway. So it needs to be moved right down there. So more work, more work. All right, so we're up here in the attic. I just detached the old, I'm gonna call it old, probably not actually that old, exhaust fan, because we're gonna replace it. So I don't know how much it was actually exhausting, because it looks like it was just covered in insulation, but we're gonna replace it with a light combo. So now you can see down, oh, there's the bathroom. Toilet's gonna go right there. But yeah, so I should have brought the wire up here with me. Ranger, will you come here? Come to the bathroom. Come in here to the bathroom real quick. This is where it really pays off having Ranger to help. Will you hand me that white wire down there? It's on the, come over here, where you at? Where you at? Come over here where I can see you. Okay, now look towards the kitchen. It's a white wire just by itself, kind of on the studs. There you go. Thank you. You're awesome. All right. So I want to run this wire over here to above the sink, where the sink's going to go. So we're just getting these knocked off the list. We have this rewired. So now we'll have another light right above the sink that will come on. And that light will actually be a light vent combo. So I'm going to replace the one that was up there. It was just a vent. Now it'll be a light vent. So now you'll have 3 lights in the bathroom. You'll actually probably going to have 4 because eventually I'm going to probably put a can light in the shower just right above the shower, a waterproof can light, recessed lighting. So now we're moving this direction. Dining room's done. Bathroom's done for now. This is next. Well, that is a wrap. I am very dirty, but that's why I wear this hat. That's why I wear this jacket, is because it makes a mess. So I think we've got everything done as far as wiring goes now. Doorbell, except for the kitchen. So I want to be wiring the kitchen, and then we'll be ready to do backing next time. But Ranger, good work today.
Yep.
You got a video out if they want to see it later?
Yep.
All right, so stay tuned for Ranger's channel. You can see his video of tearing everything out. I'm gonna go clean up. All right, we worked Ranger hard. We got to feed him good. What do you think?
Pretty good.
They actually have really good burgers here, Cowboys in Peggs, Oklahoma. So what it was a Pikes Peak shirt, size 2. So a little bitty kid.
Just randomly laying up.
Pikes Peak shirt. Yeah, I think it was, you know, when people put stuff up in the attic and they kind of go off and forget about it.
But just one random shirt.
Well, there's like 2 or 3 shirts that probably fell out of a box. Like they probably had a box of clothes up there. I don't know, but it reminded me of the time I went to Pikes Peak. Very good memories because I got to travel with my grandpa, who is no longer with us. And it brings back a lot of memories of the times I traveled with him. But have you ever been to Pikes Peak?
Mm-mm.
So super high elevation. When I got up there, I was so dizzy I couldn't even stand up. I felt sick. I had to stay in the seat. I couldn't walk around. I did not have fun. I did not like it because I couldn't handle the pressure of that atmospheric pressure, the elevation. I was only like 7 or 8 years old, probably about Ransom's age, maybe 9.
6, 7.
7, 8, 9. Anyway, so have you guys been to Pikes Peak? That was my question for Cassie. She said you said you haven't.
If I haven't been there with you, I haven't been there.
Okay, we haven't been there. Maybe we'll take the kids there. I didn't really want to go when the kids were younger because of that bad memory. That bad memory. And you just drive a long way up the hill just to turn around and come back down. Mm. But it's cool. It's a really high elevation and something different. So there you go. That's the memories it brought back for me. But I didn't really see anything else in the attic worth mentioning, but Cassie called it out.
Right.
You enjoying this weather?
Well, I was over summer weather in December, but now I'm over the coldness as well.
Okay, so
I think the problem is it hasn't been cold, so I haven't been dressing correctly, and I'm still not dressing correctly, and it's cold. Like, yes, I have a hoodie on, but I forget. If Gary is just dressed like that, I need a heavy coat or a hoodie and a coat. Yeah, it has been a roller coaster. Also, it didn't go fall, colder weather, and then winter. It was like, it goes from 80 to 30, and so just like the animals, your body isn't getting to like get used and regulate. It's just like wham, bam, thank you, man.
Yeah. That calf looks dead over there. You see it, Cassie?
Yeah.
Oh, she rolled over. Well, since I got Cassie here, we might as well go out in the field a little bit. When this warm sun comes out, they kind of like to lay out and scare you. You don't know whether they're just really relaxing or you just lost a calf. Usually, they're just really relaxing. Watch out, Salt. Back. Hey, move it on now. Watch out. got settled in here, and I'm gonna grab a couple cubes, one for each dog. Bella, please leave my cows alone and quit harassing them. Shelby, you're a good girl. All right, so we put out 10 gallons. And I wanted to check real quick on these baby calves one more time. When we had that strong drop from 80 degrees down to 17 or 20 degrees, that can really bring on pneumonia if you're not careful. So just get a look at everybody. These babies have a creep feeder, Cassie, and guess what? They want to eat with their mama.
You know what I was just thinking?
What?
The internet says, how dare you feed your animals on the ground?
Oh, yeah?
But cows, sheep, goats literally eat grass that's on the ground.
That's on the cattle range. There's grass. There's cubes called range cubes.
How dare you eat grass hanging out of your mouth?
Oh, yep. Saving that for later, K145? Yeah, sometimes I think people don't realize we're raising cattle and not chihuahuas. But we're not.
Even a chihuahua is an animal. We're raising cattle, not children. We don't feed our children on the ground.
No, but if
they don't lick their rear ends either.
But if a gummy bear falls on the ground, there is a 3-second rule, okay? You can eat it off the ground as long as it's not been on the ground for longer than 3 seconds. Well, I think that's all we have for you today, but we want to wish you a happy new year. And I'm gonna get the new year started with a new haircut.
New year, new Gary.
That's right. So Cassie is gonna go figure out her new steamer.
Yeah, Ranger has a party to go to with friends, and his group of friends like to do like different themes and stuff, and it's fancy dress.
Ooh.
So we went to a store that sells things cheaper, and we kind of put together a little suit for him. I'll try to get a picture of him if I can. But it's a little wrinkled, so I'm trying to make it look better, but it's not the prom, so I'm not super worried about it. But it's a velvet jacket, and getting the wrinkles out of it has been a job.
Well, good luck, Cassie, on learning this steamer. If you guys have any tips for Cassie, leave them down in the comments below. I'll show a quick picture too as we end the video of Ranger, Ransom, and I's brand new haircuts for the year. But we thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to catch up with us. Here's to a great 2026. Hopefully you guys have a great year, and God bless.
Love you guys.
All right, let's check out Randman's haircut. Woo, looking sharp.